Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and today we're going to continue to talk more about Mean Girls, your favorite rom-com teeny bopper movie from 2004. I know you love this movie. I know I do not love this movie. It wasn't made for me, but I don't care. I'm judging it just on the merits of the movie alone, as it stands. Because in my opinion, I think that movies should be accessible to everyone. Now, obviously, not every movie is going to appeal to everybody. Okay, like if you're going to do a movie that's going to attract the most amount of people in it, it's going to have to be a broader category. It can't be some sort of a chick flick niche. Okay, that's only going to target a certain demographic. Okay, you got to get like the big budget blockbusters, the big family movies or whatever, something that is accessible to everybody. Now that's what's going to pull in the most money. You put a big budget behind it and a well-known director and some famous actors, you're going to make a bunch of money as long as the script is good. Okay, Mean Girls is not that. What Mean Girls is, its target demographic is, the teenage girls, and the middle-aged women, the Tina Fey's age women, 30s and 40s that will want to remember what high school is like because their kids are going through high school right now. Okay, so I get it, all that, but just because a movie's a chick flick doesn't mean that it has to be bad. Okay, there's a lot in there that you can do, okay, to polish up the script, to make everything more plausible. And that's the biggest problem I have with this movie is so much of the plot is just contrived, and it's so obvious it's contrived. Every plot is contrived, every story is contrived. Of course it is, okay, but it's not supposed to look like it's contrived. It's not supposed to look like it was just patched together with no explanation, okay, as to why. Okay, if you want to invest someone who's actually got a fucking brain to believe your story, then you've got to fill in all the plot holes. There can't be any plot holes. This movie's got plot holes you could fly a 747 through. Okay, and that's the reason I don't like the movie. It has nothing to do with it being about girls, okay, or the struggles of being the popular girl or the not popular girl, or the relatability to your own experiences in high school. It has nothing to do with that. I don't mind. You can make a movie about whatever you want, okay? All I care about is that it's good. I got nothing against the genre. I mean, chick flicks are chick flicks, They have a target. That's what they're called, chick flicks, because they're target chicks, okay? Women want to go see it. They're going to spend their money on it, okay? So I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's lots of movies I've seen that were targeted towards me, there's a lot that I wasted my money on. Oh, my God, man. I mean, the Hardware. You ever heard of that? Of course you never heard of that movie. It's directed by Richard Stanley. It came out in 1990. Okay, it's like a Terminator ripoff, a low-budget Terminator ripoff. You want to talk about what the worst movies I've ever seen? That was targeted at me. I mean, I was a kid back then. Okay, and I was totally into Terminator and sci-fi and aliens and that kind of Predator and all that kind of stuff. So here's a movie that's in that genre. I'm all excited. Oh, I'm going to the theater to go see it. Dylan McDermott was in this movie. That movie was such a load of crap that I wanted my money back. It was that bad. Okay, and it was made for me. I was the target demographic, but it still sucked. Okay, and that's what I think this movie did. I think it's. I know a lot of you girls love this movie. I get it. This is your movie. Okay, and I got nothing against that either. If you want to like it, go and love this movie. Obviously, you still remember it. You watched this one. You didn't watch the remake. You didn't watch the sequel to this one, the direct-to-DVD sequel to this movie, did you? Of course you didn't. Okay, you know what? Those movies don't matter. They're not good. Okay, they're saturated. Okay, they're a derivative of this movie. Okay, you want the real thing. Okay, and this is the real thing. Okay, so I'm judging the movie on its merits. If this movie was good, I'd tell you it was good. I would tell you I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it. Okay, and I'm just trying to explain to you why I didn't enjoy it. It has nothing to do with what it's about. It has everything to do with how believable it is. And I'm so sick and fucking tired of people telling me, oh, yeah, well, come on. You saw Star Wars, you like Star Wars, but you thought that was believable too. No. I already know Star Wars is bullshit. I'm expecting it to be bullshit. Because Star Wars takes place in a galaxy far, far away a long, long time ago. Mean Girls doesn't. It takes place in Evanston, Illinois in 2004. Okay? A very real place. I mean, I lived in Chicago in 2004, all right? I used to work in Evanston. Okay, I know that neighborhood. All right? So it's not contrived. I mean, this is what it is. It's a real place, which means it takes place in the real world. Now I know you got to take some liberties as far as like, things that are funny. Whenever you watch a comedy, there's a lot of stuff that would never happen in real life. I get that, okay, but you got to use that sparingly, because if not, you're making a cartoon. Okay, you might as well make a live action Mario movie, like Super Mario Brothers movie, okay, where everything's just not, where the laws of physics don't even apply the way they do in the real world. Okay, like a Fast and the Furious movie, okay, where, where you can smash into the side of a building in your car, you're just like, oh, and then keep going. Like that, that's the level, okay? That's the fucking level that I'm talking about. And Mean Girls falls into that. Okay? And by the way, those Fast and Furious movies are so formulaic. They're so, you could see it coming a mile away. They're just a joke right now. They're a cartoon. That's all they are. They don't even take themselves seriously anymore. They even look at that. I mean, they look at the camera like, it's all tongue in cheek now. There is no plausibility in those movies, okay, at all. And they know it. They know it. Okay, what they're trying to appeal to is the young, like Latino kids that play video games that are going to spend their money to go see, or their parents' money to go see another Fast and Furious movie, because the grown-ups have left we left a long time ago, okay? As far as Fast and Furious goes. I mean, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to spend my money to go to a theater to watch it, because I know how stupid they are. And that's a guy movie. That's a guy franchise. That started off as a rip-off of Point Break. Okay, and even I'm telling you it's no good. Okay, it's formulaic. It's not plausible. It's ridiculous. You fight a bad guy. They beef up this bad guy in a movie for you to fight. You finally defeat him at the end. In the next movie, that same bad guy is now one of the good guys. Okay, you have to fight a better bad guy, a stronger bad guy. They defeat that bad guy. The next movie, that bad guy is now with the good guys. Okay, just erase all the evil things they did in the last movie. No, it doesn't matter anymore. Okay, but then now they're with the good guys to fight even greater bad guy. Oh no. Okay, they defeat that bad guy after 3 hours. And what happens in the next movie? Oh, that bad guy joined the good guys now, because there's an even bigger bad guy. This is just ridiculous, man. When you take a torpedo, and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, threw a torpedo into a truck. He threw a torpedo with his bare arm into a truck and hit it. Are you out of your freak? I mean, that's what I'm talking about, okay? I know I went off on a tangent here, but I'm just trying to explain to you the ridiculousness of those types of movies. And this movie, whether you like it or not, falls in that category. If you want to like it, it's fine. But it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. These things would never happen. And if they did happen, it wouldn't happen like this. Okay? You can't tell me, I don't care how much you like that movie, you cannot tell me that there's a high school anywhere in America where they leave the screening room, the projection room of the high school auditorium open during school hours so that teachers and students can have sex with the door unlocked during school hours. And that it's the male teacher, the coach, having sex with a student, when we all know damn well that the teachers are 95% women. It would be a female teacher having sex with a male student up there. Okay? You can't tell me it's realistic. You can't. You can't tell me that one fat gay guy who is ostracized, who has no friends except for what's her name, Janice, the lesbo, the coded lesbian, I hate everybody girl, that this unpopular, tall, fat fuck who's a prima donna queen, unpopular, okay, like always uses the ladies. He doesn't even go in the restroom with the boys. He goes to the restroom with the ladies, and no one kicks him out for that. No one reports that at the principal. I mean, I know that happens every day in 2024, but this is supposed to be 2004. Okay? And you're gonna tell this one guy, this one fat fuck nerd guy, is in charge of the prom queen results? All by himself? There's no one else helping him or verifying anything? Are you out of your fucking mind? And I'm supposed to believe that? Katie has a party, has a house party, while her parents are out of town. Okay, we're talking alcohol, drugs, fucking, noise complaints, throwing up on the floor, breaking shit, clogging up the bathroom. And the parents never find out about it. Not only do the parents never find out about it, but they don't get mad at her about it. They get mad at her because she misplaced a vase. The mom loses her shit because her daughter misplaced her favorite vase. And dad is not mad at all. You know what would have happened if somebody had overdosed at that party? You know what would have happened if a girl had been sexually assaulted at that party? You know what would have happened to Katie's parents? But yet they're just like, oh, I think I'm supposed to, what's that word? Ground you? So I guess, I guess I'll have to ground you, but you can still do whatever the fuck you want. Because I don't care. Are you out of your fucking mind? You think that's believable? It's not. It's not believable. Fuck, even a risky business, okay? That guy had consequences for his actions. Okay? He knew goddamn well what would happen to him if his parents caught him. And this movie, no one even thinks about it. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm talking about? These girls that are supposed to be so popular, so respected by all the boys at school, are all mentally incompetent. They're all stupid. What does that say? You know, for all you feminists out there that loves it, what does that fucking say about women? When all the strong, important women are all stupid. I mean, friggin' Regina doesn't even know the difference between fat and sugar. I mean, Karen is a fucking retard. And these are the most popular girls at school. I feel more sorry for them because Katie's not stupid. She's the only one in this movie that has any brains. It's Katie. And I guess you could make the argument that, you know, Mrs. Norsbury does too, but, you know, she wrote the script. She wrote the movie, so of course she's going to give herself a smart role. You know, Tina Fey is. But, you know, as far as the main plot goes, Katie's the only smart one there. So I actually feel sorry for the Plastiques because they're so stupid that anyone can walk into their clique and take it over. Anyone. You could. I could. Anybody could. How the hell are they a threat? You see, that's what I'm talking about. Janice could have taken them over easily, but she didn't. She waited until she met Katie, and then she sent Katie in there. She already had the whole plot lined out, how they're going to do it, step by step. But she waited to meet Katie and then sent Katie in there. I mean, what the hell? This is stupid. God. I'm Diego. I'll give you a straight man's point of view, okay? Hey, you don't have to agree with me, okay? I'm just telling you what I think, all right? And ladies, if you ever bother to ask your boyfriends, not your gay friends, okay, but your actual boyfriends or your husbands or your dads, if they even give a crap about this movie, ask them, and they'll probably tell you something. So they might not say it as rudely as I do, because I don't give a shit, all right? I'm giving you the respect. I'm gonna talk to you like I talk to a fucking man. Okay, how about that for equality, okay? How about I talk to you like I talk to a fucking man about this movie and what I think about it? And I guarantee you most guys think the same thing. But then again, most guys did not watch this piece of shit movie, all right? Not just for the reasons that I mentioned, because it wasn't made for them. You know, most guys don't watch this shit unless their girlfriends make them watch it, you know? So what the hell? My girlfriend at the time made me watch it. I watched this movie in 2006 because my girlfriend wanted me to say, oh my God, it's so realistic. I went through high school. Get the fuck out of here. No, you didn't go through this. The fuck, you know, high school like that this fucking stupid exists. All right. Okay. Now, where did we leave off last time? Okay, it's time for the prom. Well, they don't call it the prom. They call it the spring fling. Okay. And so we got 4 nominees for spring fling queen. Now, the school just had a scandal, okay, because of the burn book, which the Plastiques made up, okay, where they write down terrible things about other students and other teachers. Okay, there's nothing actually wrong with this. Okay, it's just like having a diary. I don't understand what the big deal was, but for some reason, Regina turned it into the principal. Oh my God! But yet she never explained how she found it or where it came from, and she even put a page in there for herself and made it look like someone else wrote it. Katie wrote it. Made it look like Katie wrote it, so as not to implicate herself as being one of the authors of this book. And of course, the principal being a dumbass, like all the fucking men are in this fucking movie, they're all dumbasses. He believed her. Okay, and then while he was talking to Katie, Karen, and Gretchen in the office, Regina went out into the hallway. Turns out that she Xeroxed all the pages of this gossip burn book. Okay, and absolutely nobody in this school from 2004 with cameras in all the hallways and hall monitors, and lots of staff, coming in and out, and kids having to walk the hallway to go to the bathroom or that kind of thing. Absolutely no student saw Regina, the most popular girl at school, with a big stack of Xerox papers, and she's just flinging them through the hallway. Okay? Nobody saw that. Not even the cameras in the hallway saw that. Okay? But once the bell rang and all the kids went out, they all picked up these papers. Like I said, there's a lot of bad stuff in there, a lot of terrible things written about other girls at school, other teachers at school, but absolutely nothing bad was written about any of the boys at school. So the boys are out of it. They're not even. They're just looking at all the girls fighting each other over who screwed whose boyfriend and that kind of stuff. Okay. The boys are out of it, which does not make sense to me. If there's one thing I know that a bunch of angry bitches love to do, is talk shit about boys, okay? So you cannot tell me that there's nothing bad in there about boys, that there's only bad things in there about girls. Yeah, you're fucking mind. And don't tell me the coach fucking a student counts. No, it does not. I'm talking about a teenage boy. Okay, no, there's not. There's not. In fact, Miss Norsberry calls this a girl-on-girl hate crime. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, no. Okay, but anyway, so all the girls fight, the boys don't. The principal calls them all into the fucking gymnasium to give him an ass to him. But he's a dumbass, like I said. He doesn't understand girls. He doesn't understand about how tampons work and the social stigma attached to that with the other female students. So he sends Miss Norsberry in there to do it. She does this confidence exercise, the kind they do in ropes courses. Fall backwards and apologize and fall backwards and they'll catch you. They're gonna stupid shit like that. Okay, so all that's going on, and then fucking Regina gets hit by a bus, even though Katie was standing in the middle of the street, and the bus driver could easily have seen Katie right there, and he would have been forced to stop because there was already a girl in the middle of the street. But no, Regina just charged up the street without looking and got hit by the bus in a school zone with witnesses. Lots of witnesses are out there watch this happen, including Regina's mom. And yet people still blamed Katie as pushing her. We're supposed to believe this, right? Okay, Katie gets punished, which means that she can still do whatever the fuck she wants. So she joins the mathletes, the math club, okay, because Miss Norsberry makes her do it. That's the consequence of her writing that Mrs. Norsberry was a drug pusher in the burn book. Hence, Miss Norsberry got harassed by the cops. Okay, so she joins the math club. She wins. Of course she wins. Of course she wins. Because she's smarter than all the fucking boys in the math club. Okay, so she wins. Okay, and of course the Letterman jackets that they were going to get if they won the tournament, the math club tournament, well, they're already ready. They're already in the trunk of the car. They're just waiting for them to win it so they can put it on, and they do. Okay, and Katie's feeling a little bit guilty about being one of the plastiques, ostracizing her friends like Janice and the fat gay fuck Damien. Okay, and the way she treated Regina George. Yes, Regina was a bitch, and she probably had it coming, but she continued to fuck Regina over even after she had gotten Regina's boyfriend to dump her. Okay, so that was uncalled for. But she kept doing it because she was already in. She was already part of the plastiques. She'd adopted their philosophy, their way of thinking, their morals. She started dressing hot, showing off her tits and shit, makeup and stuff at school, pretended to be dumb so she could win over the boy that she liked, Aaron, okay, who in my opinion is a closeted homosexual himself. And so she did all this stuff, and now she feels just a little bit guilty about it. But luckily, Miss Norsberry, the voice of reason in this movie, tells her that, you did a lot of fucked up shit. You lied about me, which caused the cops to come into my house and search my house. Okay, you treated other students like shit. You manipulated, you cheated, you pretended to be dumb. You did all these things. You had a house party at your house. You did all these terrible things, but you know what? What's really important, Katie, is that you forgive yourself. Wow, just forgive yourself. You think that would work? you think that would work? Like, let's say, for example, let's say, for example, I was a kid and I stole some candy bars and I got caught, and they called the cops, and my mom had to show up and everything, you know, and then the cops just told me, you know what, we're not going to push any charges, you just need to forgive yourself. Wow, I guess accountability is that's like kryptonite to women that write these, to feminists, yeah, to women that write this shit. Yeah, it's accountability. It sure is fucking kryptonite, isn't it? Whoa, you want to clear a room full of women, man? Use the word accountability. Boom! Oh my god. Now, obviously, I'm not saying all women, okay, and I'm not even saying in real life. I'm saying in these fucking movies, accountability is not existent. It's just not. It's like, what is it when men do something wrong? They go to prison, they get tortured, all these terrible things happen. When women do it, they just forgive themselves. And everything's okay. Everyone's friends again, Don't you love how that works in these movies? I know I do. Anyway, that's the biggest problem with guy movies. That's what always happens. Every fucking guy movie, when something bad happens, they just forgive themselves. Like the Predator. You ever see Predator from the 80s? Yeah. He wiped out Arnold Schwarzenegger's team. And at the end, before Dutch was about to kill him, the Predator said he was sorry, and he forgave himself, and Dutch let him go. Okay. You learned your lesson. You know you were wrong. You admitted it. We're cool, bro. So long. You can go back in your spaceship. I ain't gonna fuck with you no more. Yeah, that's how it happens. You know why? Because he forgave himself. Okay. Wow. All right, moving right along. Where did we leave off last time? Okay. So when Regina was with Aaron, okay, she got with Regina, the queen bitch, who's not the queen of the Plastiques anymore. She was outed. She was ousted by the much more clever Katie, our protagonist, Lindsay Lohan. But Regina, played by Rachel McAdams, okay, she's gotten fatter now. I think she actually looks good with a bigger butt because her waist is so small. I mean, those Kettleton bars she was eating, she got junk in the trunk now, but hey, more cushion for pushing, man. I got nothing against that. I go with that. Hell yeah. All right. I think she looks better now with that whiter ass of hers, honestly, than she did before. I mean, she never had much of a butt. At least now she got a butt. Okay, anyway, so Regina, the queen bitch of the Plastiques, okay, she had dumped Aaron, okay, the hot guy that Katie has the hots for. But once she found out that Katie had the hots for her ex-boyfriend, she decided to get back with him. And that pissed off Katie. Katie took that personal, okay? And she didn't blame fucking Aaron for this. She blamed Regina. She's gonna get revenge on Regina. Okay, well, it turns out that Regina was cheating on Aaron the whole time with another football player named Shane Omen. All right. So, what do you call it? Katie told Aaron, hey, your girlfriend Regina's cheating on you with Shane, and so because of this, he broke up with Regina. So now Regina's just dating Shane out in the open. She's not cheating on her boyfriend anymore with him. She's actually just dating him now, right? Okay, so he's one of the popular kids at school. He's a football player, all that kind of shit, like Aaron is. All right, but this pageant, the Spring Fling Queen, the one that Damien rigged. Okay, the 4 finalists are Regina George, and she gets nominated, I guess, every year. Okay, Katie got nominated, and apparently that wasn't rigged. The kids at school actually voted for her. Even though now the whole school knows that she's a lying piece of shit. Okay, because she was outed as being part of the revenge plot when they did that confidence course thing in the school gymnasium after the big fight. Okay, Janice was also nominated, the unattractive, closeted lesbo girl who has no friends except for her fat gay fuck friend Damien, who rigged this election. Okay, and Katie, but they're not friends anymore. She gave her the big, like that in the gymnasium. Okay, because she started treating Janice like the other Plastiques treated her, like shit. Okay, and Janice is mad about that, so they're not friends anymore. Okay. So she was nominated, and that was rigged. Okay, Damien rigged that one. Okay, and then Gretchen was also nominated. Gretchen is the second in command of the Plastiques. She was Regina's best friend, or trying to be. Okay, well, Katie sowed some division between those two, and of course, the girls are too stupid to realize that it's the new girl caused them to fight amongst each other. that's been gaslighting both of them. They're too stupid to realize that. Okay, so Gretchen also got nominated. So now Regina sees Gretchen, her friend, as a threat. Okay, but Gretchen is just as much a stuck-up prima donna bitch as Regina is, so you don't really feel sorry for either one of them. Okay, anyway, so Shane Oman wins at the game. We get to see the dance. Okay, Shane Oman wins the Spring Fling King, so he gets crowned the king. All right. And he does this fucking testosterone chant, the typical bullshit that these closeted lesbo women think that straight men are like. Okay, and then Katie shows up there. She actually went to the Spring Fling dance, despite the fact that she's grounded, because she forgave herself. Now, unfortunately, her mom did not forgive her. Her mom is pissed off that her dad did not stop her from going to the math competition or to the fucking dance. Didn't give her a curfew or nothing, despite the fact that she's supposed to be grounded. So the mom, played by Anna Gasteyer from Saturday Night Live as well, she goes to the dance with her fucking dumbass limp dick beta male husband. By the way, all the husbands and fathers in the show, adult men, are dumbass limp dick beta males. Okay, so she, because she wears the pants in the family, and she drags him to the Spring Fling. She's out there looking for her daughter. And she's telling other people there, like, he's the one that let her go. I'm the one that grounded her. That kind of bullshit, right? Because that happens in real life. Okay. So Katie shows up there in her mathlete Letterman jacket. Okay. And she spots her angry parents that are there in the gymnasium for the dance. Okay. And she walks, when they spot her, when they make eye contact with her, she was walking to the podium, to the stage. But now she sees her parents, she's like, oh, she starts walking towards her parents now because her parents caught her there, okay? But then Katie all of a sudden gets announced as the Spring Fling Queen. She won. She beat Regina, Gretchen, and Janice. Oh my God, didn't see that coming either. And of course she's there in her jeans and in her, her Mathletes Letterman football jacket, She gets announced as a queen. Of course she does. Of course she does. Okay, so that's 2 wins for her. She won the Mathletes competition, the finals against the other schools. She won that one herself. And now she won the Spring Fling Queen to go with it. Incredible. All the struggles that she's had throughout this whole movie. It's a good thing she finally got rewarded, right? Okay. So that happens, okay? And I thought that's 2 wins for her. And I thought that she was suffering. And Grant thought she was supposed to be feeling sorry for herself for fucking everyone else's life up. But apparently not. Oh, that's right. I forgot. She forgave herself. She forgave herself. So that's okay now. All right. Okay. And she goes up on stage instead, and she accepts and makes a speech. Now, what would have happened if she actually had really been grounded and had been forced to stay home? What would happen? Who would have won? Would they have just given it to someone else because she wasn't there? I mean, it's not explained. There's no way they could have known that she was going to be there. Okay, her name is supposed to be Mud right now. Everyone's supposed to hate her. Everyone thinks that she tried to kill Regina by throwing her in front of a school bus. Everyone knows that she's the reason she tried to steal Regina's boyfriend. Okay, because Janice outed her on that. She made Regina get fatter, which I think was a good thing because she looks better. Okay, and she made the plastiques turn on each other. Okay, everyone knows about this now. Janice told everybody. She confessed. Now Janice isn't suffering over this. Janice is in her fucking purple fucking tuxedo. Yes, I said tuxedo, not dress. Tuxedo. Yeah, I know, right? And so is fucking her fat ass gay friend Damien. He's also in a purple tuxedo, so they're matching. Okay, so I guess they're like I guess with her and him that would be a straight couple. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, she doesn't care. Okay. And she doesn't have to suffer for what she did either. She's just like, suck it, yeah. And now everybody likes her, which they hated her in the beginning of the movie, but now they all like her because she fucked over Regina. This is too much bullshit, convoluted bullshit here. Okay, anyway, so like I said, Katie gets announced as the queen, of course. Okay, 2 with her. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So she accepts and makes the speech. And while she's making the speech, she does not mention, unlike Janice, when Janice made her speech, she does not mention that Damien rigged the fucking election. Okay, she doesn't mention that. Okay, because what's integrity? You don't need to be honest about anything after you've forgiven yourself. Okay, so yeah, so she doesn't include Damien rigging the election, because remember Janice's votes were all fabricated. Okay, Damien stuffed the ballot box to get Janice as one of the nominees. All right, yeah, but that just left out there in the open now. There's a plot hole right there. Yeah, you don't need to think about it though, right? Because you're all a bunch of fucking idiots. All right, so she apologizes and questions the importance of wearing the crown. She apologizes for what? She forgave herself. There's nothing to apologize for. Okay. The importance of the crown. She compliments the handicapped and the ugly girls and tells them how beautiful they are and shit. Of course she has to do that. Okay. You can't be an SJW unless you're an ally. Okay. You can talk all the shit you want about them behind their back, but when they're actually in your presence, you got to act like you're their best friend, that you respect them. Okay. Behind their back, you don't. Okay, and that's the typical bullshit that Hollywood does, and in this movie, okay? So now Katie's going to pretend that she's been friends with a handicapped girl and the fat girls this entire time, when the truth is she never said a fucking word to the handicapped girl or any of the fat girls in this entire fucking movie. She never even tried to be friends with them. And that's back when she was a nerd girl, the first 2 days when she was a nerd girl. Yeah, not even back then. Okay? So that's going on here, okay? She breaks the crown. She decides she's going to break the crown, which, there's a gap. She takes the crown off and she breaks it. Okay? It's made of plastic. That's all it is. You know? She says it's just plastic. And she gives the 3 pieces of the crown to Gretchen, Janice, and Regina. She gives it to them. Okay? It doesn't mention that the election was rigged and that maybe they should find out who really won the Spring Fling Queen and give her the one. That would have been the right thing to do. But no, she just split the 3 parts amongst Gretchen, Janice, and Regina. And the other pieces are to all the other ugly kids in the crowd. She gives the other pieces to the ugly kids in the crowd. You know, the handicapped kids and shit, the fat ones. You know, yeah, that kind of thing. Okay. And of course, everyone's like, "Yay!" Yeah, they all love Katie now, right? Yeah. Okay, so Katie meets up with Damien and Janice as they're acting gay. No fucking shit. In case you haven't noticed, they've been acting gay the whole fucking movie, not just this scene. Okay, and they decide to become friends again. They make up. They decide they bury the hatchet, all right? Okay, and Aaron, like I said, no consequences. Aaron, by the way, who is dateless, yeah, the stud of the high school. Okay, Mr. fucking big dick jock, square jawed, ripped abs, popular, rich football player. Yeah, he went to the prom stag. Yeah, right, because we all know that happens all the time, right? Okay, and he gives Katie a pancake gift certificate. Because I guess you win that when you win the crown, you get a pancake gift certificate at All You Can Eat Pancake House. Yeah. Okay, and congratulates her for winning twice tonight. Well, actually, now that Aaron got her back, now that she got Aaron back, because he's going to overlook the fact that she's a lying, cheating piece of shit bitch. Okay, two-faced bitch, just like his other ex-girlfriend Regina was, and he's just gonna forgive her, But he doesn't have to forgive her. You know why? Because, well, guess what? Let's say it together. She forgave herself. That's right. So now everything's okay. So she's a 3-time winner tonight. See? She won the Mathletes competition. She won the Spring Fling Queen, and now she won Aaron back. Oh, remember Aaron? Yes, of course, the guy that she called a dumbass earlier in the movie. You're nowhere near as good at math as I am. That kind of thing. You're dumb at math. I'm not. I was just faking it. Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Okay, and then she threw up on him. All right. And she makes sure that she won't throw up on, he makes sure that she won't throw up on him again. And then he kisses her. Okay, and they dance all night. And I guess her parents that were mad at her, remember they were right there. They were waiting to take her back home and scold her. Her mom was. Yeah, they just disappeared. We don't see them again. Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of that. All right. Yeah, I guess they don't fucking matter. Okay, so Damien and Janice, they kiss. The gay guy and the gay girl, they kiss. Okay, and he gets grossed out by. Yeah, dude, you're just a gross motherfucker, dude. He's a gross motherfucker, man. Okay. Go back to the ladies' room. All right, and so the mathlete kid. Okay, I guess the Indian guy who acts like he's fucking like some gangster rapper. The mathlete kid, he starts dancing and flirting with Janice, okay, the lesbo, or the Lebanese lesbo. Now, I know that it turns out she's really not lesbian. That was just a slur that Regina used to make her unpopular. But, I mean, walks like a duck, talks like a duck. Man, she's a fucking lesbo, okay? You know, all that fucking mascara she's got on it. She just, yeah, dressed like a dude. I mean, come on, man. Annie Lennox has got nothing on you. All right. So I guess he likes that. He likes girls that look like boys. Of course he does. It's Hollywood. Okay, so he starts dancing with her and flirting with her. Okay, yeah. Okay, the Plastiques break up, it turns out. Okay, Regina's neck has healed now. She's not wearing the neck brace anymore, which she was wearing throughout the whole Spring Fling dance because she got hit by a bus. Okay, and it's healed now, and she now does lacrosse. She does lacrosse now because girls love to do that, and she likes to beat the shit out of her fucking teammates too while she does it. Okay, she's violent now. Okay, I guess she was always like violent, passive aggressive, but now she's just full on violence. Okay, and she gets dogpiled by the other girls. Okay, Karen, the dumbass retarded girl, Amanda Seyfried's character, becomes a school weather girl, and she stands in the middle of the rain and looks at her tits to make sure it's raining, even though she's fucking soaking wet. She couldn't tell until she looked at her tits, because yeah. Gretchen joins the Asian table and starts speaking fucking Filipino, or I don't fucking know, man. Why? It's not explained. I guess she just wants to be Asian, I guess. Her dad invented a toaster strudel, which no, it did not happen. All right, anyway, Aaron goes to Northwestern University now, because we fast forwarded now. Okay, but he sees Katie on the weekends, okay? So she's dating a college boy now. All right, and all the kids now, ugly, gay, fat, crippled, everyone gets along now. Like it's perfect, because that's how high school's really like. Okay, you got the ugly kids, the popular kids, the good-looking kids, the fat kids, the smart kids, the dumb kids, you know, the black kids, the Asian kids. You know, they all get along together and sit together and respect each other now. Isn't that great? Okay, realistic too, especially in Evanston, Illinois, where this movie's filmed, because even though, despite the fact it's a predominantly Jewish population over there, yeah. But they're not going to talk about that, are they? Okay, no, everyone just gets along perfectly. All right. Katie notices a new generation of Plastiques, some fucking teeny bopper girls that are trying to act like they're all that. And Katie fantasizes them getting hit by a bus. Yeah. All right. And then all of a sudden the movie ends, thank God, with a song from the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. Yes, the Mortal Kombat soundtrack from 1995. Yeah, remember that one, Robin Shue? Yeah, the Mortal Kombat. It was the number one movie of the year in the summer of 1985. Okay, I know you girls didn't watch it, but I watched it. Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, well, it's not that. That's the Mortal Kombat song. Okay, that's by the Immortals. Okay, no, it's not that song. It's another song from the soundtrack. It's called Halcyon On and On. That's the name of it. Okay, it's a techno song, and it's by a band called Orbital. La da 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 dee da 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 da. It's at the end of the movie, okay? Right before Shao Kahn shows up. Anyway, that's the song they used from Mortal Kombat. Okay, they used that song to end this fucking piece of shit fucking movie. And that's the end of it, okay? Final thoughts, I ain't got none. This movie fucking sucks. It's the same shit I said over and over and over again. It's not believable. The characters are all fucking stupid. The script is fucking stupid. They could have done a great movie with this if they had made the Plastiques just a little bit harder to fucking overtake. If they'd made the other characters besides Katie a little bit smarter, they would have been a little bit more believable. But no, instead we get shit. Shit. That's what I think. This movie's shit. And I'm happy. No, I'm not going to fucking review the remake they made, the musical remake they made this year. I'm not going to review that piece of shit. And I'm not going to review the fucking made-to-DVD sequel either. This movie sucks ass. It sucks ass. And I'm happy I don't have to talk about it again. All right. I thank you very much for watching my reviews of this piece of shit movie. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'm going to come back and review something else. I think I'm going to review something a little bit more recent. Yeah. We got some new shit out there now. Okay? So I thank you very much for watching this as long as you have, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.